Hello everyone! 여러분! 안녕하세요! 그냥 Paula! Welcome to another episode of It's Just Paula!
Right now, we're in Express Bus Terminal and we're going to Mungyeong. It's a 2-hour ride from Seoul, and Mungyeong is a city where I had my internship in 2016.
Rebecca, wake up.
Alright, so finally we have arrived at Jomchon Intercity Bus Terminal. Yay! It's so nice to be out again. And now that we got off the bus, we have to enter this booth to disinfect ourselves because of the coronavirus.
So now let's enter. For today's episode, I'm going to show you where I had my internship. I'd like to introduce my friend who was an intern as well. And her name is Chorong, my very pretty Korean friend. So I'd like you to meet her.
For our lunch, we're going to have song ohwe, or in English, it's called trout sashimi. So we eat it with mixed vegetables and sesame oil and garlic powder. We just have to mix everything. It's almost the same as how we eat bibimbap.
We have arrived in Guther's Coffee Roastery, which is located in Kaun, a 30-minute drive from Mungyeong City. We're going to chill here because it's still hot outside to walk around. So, let's go inside! After chilling in the cafe, my friend Chorong had to leave for another appointment, so she couldn't join us for the rest of the day. I'm back to the place of my internship. I love it here because it's very quiet and very peaceful. As you can see, there's not much people, which is very normal around here. This stream is very beautiful during springtime, as it's all covered by the cherry blossoms. You can see them everywhere. And it's also a nice place to relax and have a picnic with friends, or just take a walk and breathe fresh air. After eating lunch and chilling in the cafe, we will now go to the two offices where I had my internship for 6 months. First is the City Hall, and the other office is called Saemaul Undong office. We were 4 interns, 2 from the Philippines and 2 from Mongolia. We're now getting closer to our destination. But let's wait a bit until the green light is on so we can cross. I remember this area particularly, the Baskin Robbins, where we eat ice cream during summer, or to reward ourselves every time we finish a chapter writing our graduate thesis. I can also see the Pizza Hut where we ate dinner once, and the Home Plus where we used to buy groceries, but not every time as it was quite expensive for budgetarian students like us. Okay, let's cross. This Lotte High Mart and the Daiso next to it were not here before if I remember correctly. And oh, this LG store is new. On my right side, we are going to pass by Mungyeong Bank. This bank is very, very memorable to me because this is where my boss always asks me to deposit money for different accounts. And of course, because of my incapacity to speak fluent Korean language, she had to write a memo in it every time so the bank officer would know what to do. I remember when I did it the first time, it was very embarrassing as I thought that I should just give her the bank book and she will do her own thing. Then I had to go back and forth many times until I make it right. Every time I go to this bank, the officer just smiles at me and probably thinking, oh, this Wegukin again. So now, after passing by the bank, we We will now go to the Saemaul Undong office first. Saemaul Undong in English means New Village Movement. The office is right next to the homeless. In this office, we were only 4 inside of it, the 2 bosses and the 2 interns. So we're about to enter the Saemaul Undong office. I actually remember our male boss who asked me to clean this car. Oh no, wait, actually it's this car. It was noontime at Summers, so you can imagine how difficult it was. But to be fair, my other co-interns did it too. And this is the entrance door to the office. I used to know the password to this when I was an intern, but I'm pretty sure they already changed it.
This office where I showed you earlier, I've been there I think for 2 months, and I have to go there very early, like around 7 in the morning, and I need to arrive first before my boss because she wants everything cleaned. I need to wipe the tables, I need to vacuum the dirt on the floor, and sometimes water the plants. Wait. And she's very meticulous, so if she sees any dust, you have to repeat it again to wipe the tables again and everything. So yeah, and sometimes they ask me to go to post office to send some documents, or go back to the city hall to give another document to one of our managers there. So now again, we're heading to the city hall.
Alright, we have reached the city hall. Everything is walking distance here, from my old apartment to the city hall to the grocery, everywhere, because it's a very small city. Mungyeong is a city in North Gyeongsang province of South Korea. The local government, economy, and transportation networks are all centered in Jeomcheon, the principal town. And this is where me and my co-interns used to chill during lunchtime. We have our packed lunch and we eat, chat, or drink. Sometimes we even sneak out during office hours. Oops! This is the same booth where we entered for disinfection. There is also a bank inside of the city hall, which is just behind of this booth. It's very strict right now, so we cannot enter because we're not employees. And now we're walking to the main entrance. Some government employees are also working on weekends. That is why it's open today. So yeah, this is the main entrance to the city hall, but we cannot enter from here because they only opened one door for going in and going out due to the recent pandemic.
Anyhow, I just want to let you know that this is where I used to have my internship. I was assigned to the Department of Sports Division. Sports and something, I don't remember. Every morning, we used to teach the local government employees English language for 1 hour. And then after that, they go back to their normal routine at work. And also sometimes we serve coffee if they have visitors. And this is where we also met the mayor of the city hall and the vice mayor. And also, if we don't have any tasks to do, this is where we write down our thesis as well, because it was the last 2 semesters of our scholarship program. And I actually applied for this internship. We were around 40 applicants, I think, and only the 4 of us were able to get an internship here in Mungyeong. And there are other 6 students who got it from different cities. And wow, I just feel nostalgic being back here after 4 years. What can you say about my internship place, Tereko?
There's no one.
It's very clean here and there's a lot of trees around. Behind the city hall, there's a small library where I sometimes write my thesis as well. But sometimes I'm too lazy to go there because our internship ends at 6 p.m. So I just go back home, prepare my dinner, write my thesis, and sleep, repeat. So there on my right, this is the library. And I forgot to mention that aside from writing our thesis, we also have to write and submit our daily report to our manager in the City Hall of what we learned and what tasks did they ask us to do. Right next to this library is a huge park where I sometimes jog during weekends or take a walk with our managers and co-interns after eating lunch. Okay, so now I finished the tour. I'm going to visit the apartment where I used to live here in Mungyeong. But you don't really have to see that. To end this video, I just want to say that having an internship in Korea is a good experience if you want to learn more about life in Korea or how to deal with the locals or just explore a new city. I highly recommend it for you to try. So that's all. And this is where I lived for 6 months. I hope you enjoyed this mini tour. Again, thanks for watching. Bye!